And I've heard stories about people who have been on wait lists for their cars for multiple years. And then again, the media pass gets me, people are telling me all their deep, dark secrets. Wear a media pass. It's really kind of funny, the different experience you have versus just being an attendee. But I was hearing people tell about their fear that they're caught in some sort of Ponzi scheme with regards to deposits on cars, meaning, for example, that you are going to build a car, it's going to be a 3-year wait or 2-year wait or whatever. So you put down your deposit. And typically the way it works, let's say it's a $500,000 car, you're going to put down $100,000. And then they're going to call you out of the blue and say the car is at this stage of production, put down another 100,000. And then before you deliver it, you're going to have to pay the balance off. Well, what a lot of these companies have done, and I think, I hope this isn't true, but hearing something once, it's like, that's a nice story. Hearing something 3 times, and when there's smoke, there's fire. So what I think happened to a lot of these companies is they committed to making too many cars, and they underestimated the nasty effect of inflation. So the cost of their materials went through the roof, the cost of labor went through the roof, and all the rest of it. And I think a lot of these guys on these restoration places are, unfortunately, unless they get more deposits, more new players to step up to the board game, a lot of these guys a lot of customers are going to end up with no cars. And some of the ones that are, some of the bigger names, I think, are not immune. The bigger name resto shops and, resto rod companies are not immune to what I just described. It's an easy mistake to make if you're successful selling some sort of, or having a restoration shop. So I'm just going to throw that out there. I wonder if right now, because of rising interest rates, people backing out on cars, and people are saying, well, people don't finance their $1 million cars. They don't directly finance them, but they finance them off loans from their, commercial real estate. They finance them off loans from collateral loans from their securities. They'll call up JP Morgan and say, I want 750 grand, and they get a low interest rate. That's how a lot of these transactions happen, because somebody with $1 million to buy a car is going to leave the $1 million in the S&P 500 and make 100,000, 120,000 off that per year, using the last 20 years as an example. And they're going to borrow against that, no taxes, no capital gains. And that's what they're going to buy their fancy car with. And I'm curious, and I wonder if all these things are compounding to create what will be an unfortunate outcome for a lot of people waiting for their cars to be delivered. Do you guys have any opinions on that?